Set, watch him throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through fourth and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders, heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trap or Die.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of the Trap or Die podcast. I'm your host of the Trap or Die podcast, Maulin Maul. In here with the fella. Fellas ain't in here yet. Rick's on the way, but Nicholas is here. What's up, player? How you feeling, dog?
What's going on? Oh man, truly blessed, bro. Truly blessed. For sure. For shit show. Yeah. I can't even complain, bro. It's blessed, man.
That's good, bro. You saying if you can't complain, I mean life is good, bro. You know, as good as it could be. So that's amazing.
It's as good as it could be, but it's good.
Look, man, it could be worse.
That's what I'm saying. It could be worse.
You know, you could be Future, bro. You know, Future reminiscing on his parents and his adolescence. Bro, he said both his parents wasn't even there when he grew. When he both his parents missed his birth. Like I didn't even know that was possible.
Bro, he trolling, bro.
You know what? You know what's even crazier? I can't believe I got, bro. It's one of them parody accounts, bro.
It's literally impossible for both my parents to miss the birth.
It's one of the parody accounts that got me, bro. That's the joint that's going viral. That's actually pretty funny. It makes it even funnier because people really did believe. I can't believe I believe Future said that. Oh, all right. All right. Well, let's transfer. You could be Sharpe, bro. Who's trying to have he's trying to you know, he's trying to do a little media cleanup. You know, that little video of him running that, bro. That 4.8 looked like I could beat him in a race. That's what it looked like.
My thing is, I get what he was saying in his post. You don't have to run, bro. Nobody thought you was a blazer before that.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I agree. No, I know I agree with you, but like, I don't know what you were doing. Because at what point are you just gonna look at yourself, bro, and you gonna say, this ain't the test for me, bro.
I see what you doing, bro. I see what you doing. You must just came back from Dallas.
Come on, man.
Okay. He wear that when he about to step on Madden.
Hey, that'd be a vicious streamer hat, bro.
Yeah, you know Jerry ain't about to do nothing.
Yes, cooking them up. You come with that joint with that and the apron on, bro.
I got the apron now.
Every time you score, bro, you gotta take a pot pan and start just doing this. Right?
Rick just stepped in the building for those that's listening to the virtual building. For those that's listening to the podcast, what's going on, Rick?
Not much, man. I just had a whole bunch of traffic, man. I hate it.
Make sure your mic's straight. You came in here hot and it don't sound too good.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, that's because I got my microphone on the MacBook. But no, I'm doing good, man. I was sitting in some traffic. That kind of was the low side of my day. But outside of that, man, it was a good day. It felt amazing outside.
It did feel amazing outside, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, I ain't gonna say that because then I'm gonna jinx it. I was about to jump the gun, but I'll worry about that later. All right, let's hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're watching on the YouTube side. We appreciate that. Audio side, you got an echo now, Rick. I'm gonna go ahead and mute you while I do the jump, and then we'll take you. Audio side, make sure you hit that follow button. Hit us with a rating review if you can. Takes 10 seconds to do so, and it's free to show your support that way, as always. All right, fellas. While Nick over here, what you eating, bro?
Hey, man.
Chicken, broccoli, and mashed potatoes, bro.
What are you talking about? We talking about
chicken,
6
broccoli, mashed potatoes. Okay. Sound like somebody that's eating healthy because he ain't going to the gym as often as he like to be. Gotta make sure he stay on a decent diet.
I be running the neighborhood, bro.
Okay. Okay, you running. All right. What's the route? How long the route?
4 laps around my neighborhood is like 3.5.
All right. 4 laps, 3.5. You doing like you're running, walking, or you running the whole way through now? Because I know you like to take you like
running, walking.
I'm not even laughing at that. I'm more so laughing at you. That's all.
Nah, Snake, that's wild.
I ain't judging you, bro. Well, I am. I lied. I'm judging you. I'm not judging.
I'm judging you.
I'm judging you. I'm not judging the workout. You getting your work done, but
I don't care.
you know damn well you can run. You can run them.
Yeah, Snake, you could definitely run the whole thing, bro.
I could.
And you know you can.
He said I could.
But I just choose not to.
All right, what's your pace?
I will be timing myself because I'm running, walking anyway. So it's like it's pointless to.
It's pointless. I get it.
I'll be doing like a grouper's pace, and it'd be like it make no sense. But you know what I'm saying, some days I run fast and some days I run slow. Depends how tired I am. To be honest.
Respect. Speaking of tired, boy, these days is whooping my ass now, bro. This the last time I'm complaining about on the show, but these days really is whooping my ass, bro. I think I just got to get used. I got to find a way to get used to like this new schedule, and it's even worse because now, like when I get, I'm leave it at that, bro. Leave it at that. All right, let's go ahead and get into the show. Let's actually start with Stephon, bro. Before we had our little show laying out, but Stephon, he back, bro. Boy, they got paid 3 years. I had it up. Let me go ahead and look back.
3 years, 63. 60
3 years, 63 million. I think he got like 20 something guaranteed.
69 million. 3 years,
69 million.
3 years, 69 million. How many guaranteed?
26.
26 mil guaranteed. Okay, that's not bad. All right. Drake May gets himself a top flight receiver. Apparently, he's gonna be ready by week 1. And he's on track to return by week 1. Adam Schefter said that was one of the reasons why the Patriots felt comfortable giving him that 3-year deal, because of his recovery from the torn ACL that he suffered in week 8 against the Colts. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Like, not necessarily like him on the New England Patriots, but I mean he's back in the AFC East. Drake May got some help. He got Hunter Henry. That was one of his main targets last year. I can't remember the other tight end. He had 2 tight ends.
Austin Hooper.
It was Austin Hooper.
I don't know. It might be.
I thought that's who it was.
I might be tripping. I don't know. I'm looking now. Yeah, Austin Hooper. You're right. Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry. So you get Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper. I'm assuming both of them are back. Demario Douglas is still around. Kendrick Bourne, and then and Jalen Polk. That was the rookie last year. I think he was the dude from Washington.
They just got the dude from the Bills, right? On my tripping.
Mac Hollins.
They did pick up somebody. Yeah. So
Boutique.
what do y'all think about? Yeah. What do you like? Is this a money grab from Stephon? I guess that's kind of the question I was getting at. Is this a money grab from Stephon, like his last ditch effort to get some good money, and instead of chasing a championship, or does he really think that he can win something in New England?
I kind of like what New England's doing, bro. They picked up a lot of pieces this past offseason. Well, this offseason. And I think Stephon Diggs, they finally get a veteran receiver. They've been having receiver woes for I don't know how long, whether it be injuries or just not having the depth. You asked Stephon, who else? What was the rest of their signings that they got?
They signed a bunch of people on defense.
They signed a lot of people on defense as well.
Harold Landry.
They trying to compete.
Carlton
I mean, yeah, if you factor in the Vrabel thing, I'm sure they're gonna get a lot tougher too. Has some leadership in there compared to what you looking at, girl. Has some leadership in there compared to respectfully compared to your boy Gerard Mayo. So veteran leadership is what I should say. I don't know if he was a leader or not, but I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't see it in New England. Like I like Drake. I like the way Drake May played last season. He killed a couple of my parlays because he was covering shit, and I was betting against them because I thought the team was terrible.
It was.
But I think they are on the trajectory upward. I just don't know, like, if Stephon really believes that they can. I mean, Buffalo, like, look at the year he had without Stephon. Come on, bro. Like, and in Miami, they're gonna have to have a bounce back year. I don't think New York gonna do anything.
The Jets.
I mean, it is just once. Yeah, the Jets. I think they'd be decent. I think this is more so like if you had to ask me, I think this is Stephon saying, "Look, man, I don't see my career going anywhere right now." Specifically from the standpoint of this is the only team that's offering me a good amount of money, so let me just go ahead and take this deal.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a money grab. I heard some rumblings about, of course, they try to use Dallas. Oh yeah, Dallas is in the mix because his brother's there, which was probably a real thing. I think they said something about San Francisco, but they wouldn't be trying to pay him big top dollar because they already, trying to pay Brock and they're already in cap woes. So
and they just gave money to Brandon and he got hurt.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, he's off ACL, so it's like, all right, we're not about to pay you that much. So just like how Milton got paid crazy bread to go to New England, this is the problem when you have a bunch of money, you spend it. It's like when you get your check the first day.
I know what you're saying. With New England, because they had a lot of money to pay people with.
You gonna eat Root Chris, all that other shit. When you ain't got that much money, you start thinking like, hold up now. I gotta make sure this don't spread out. I gotta make sure I got gas and shit. You know what I'm saying? So by day 10, not day 10. By day like 7 to 10, that range, your food options probably look a little different after your check. Because you like, I don't got that much money. But since they got their bread, they like, fuck it. We gonna blow this bag on you real quick. Will it play out? I don't know. Their receiver room kind of crowded. But I guess it's a good vet to be in there. But they're not gonna do shit. They're gonna be all right, just like the Jets.
What you thinking? Like 7 wins,
7 to 10, 7 to 10.
Yeah, I think they just become more competitive. I don't think they did the best last year, but kind of like you said, Mo, I like how Drake May played with what he had. So I mean, I think there's upside.
I fuck with Drake May.
Yeah, you never know.
And then technically they still could get Travis Hunter in the draft. So you show up your defense and you get a playmaker on offense with that.
We talking about that on the last show. Travis Hunter, not our last show, but Trapper Dive Commander side. Like, is Travis going to New York or is he going to New England?
I hope he go to New England, to be honest. But I think he's gonna end up in New York. Which could be good or bad for him. I hope somebody trade up. Or I hope the Browns take.
Well, the top 4 is New York, not in order. New York, Tennessee, New England, and who the 4th?
Cleveland.
Oh, it is Cleveland. Okay.
Cleveland at 2. So it's Tennessee, Cleveland.
Damn, who Cleveland going for, bro? Who they need? They need a lot.
Yeah, they do need a lot. Tennessee, Cleveland, the Giants, and then I believe the Jets.
Because Cleveland ain't taking no quarterback at number 2, knowing that Cam Ward gonna go off the board.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't even blame nobody taking Shedeur, not taking Shedeur top 3.
I think crazy thing is, I think he can go to
Vegas.
Shedeur, I think he can drop to Vegas, especially with the Giants.
That'd be a move right there.
I mean, he's trying to get there anyway.
Vegas pick where?
With the name as well.
What'd you say, Nick?
6.
6, okay.
So he has to make it past Cleveland and Cleveland and the Giants. And once he get past that, you know what I'm saying, it's quarterback.
I don't know why you
trade for Gino?
No, I'm thinking about the Giants, bro. I don't know why you go for Jameis and Russ, bro. Like, unless you like super convinced you can't get the quarterback that you want, which would make sense. But like, I just feel like if you're not Dayball, if you are a GM, let me rephrase that altogether. I don't blame GMs for thinking about themselves or like trying to save their own ass, and especially when they on the hot seat, bro. So like going for like that veteran is a respectable thing, but at the same time, you're in a position, bro, where Like you're down to Russell Wilson as your veteran choice, your only veteran choice, because you know Aaron Rodgers ain't going to you. And I think we were ahead of the curve on this show when we talking about Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh, bro. I think it's Pittsburgh or go to fuck home.
Yeah, it's no other options because the Vikings are sticking with JJ. But technically, if you say the Browns take Trav. If you had 3 and you do get Shador, you got a vet and Russell to help him navigate through the league. Solid professional, never been in no trouble for real. He did have that little incident where his little PR team, and allegedly it got in the way of his stuff in Denver, according to Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying?
I was actually listening to a Pittsburgh reporter today. They said shit went south in Pittsburgh. And I guess it's different in Pittsburgh because, you know, they're a little bit more respectable and stuff like that. But he was saying shit went south in Pittsburgh when they started losing. Same ordeal. I guess that's why Russ was unsigned and didn't come back to Pittsburgh. So say that to say with New York, they may be in trouble too, which is also the reason why he was.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Well, you got Jameis out there. He gonna tell you what not to do. Don't throw it to the other team.
But Jameis gonna make the people just smile through the turmoil.
Yeah, he can tell you better than he can show you.
I can tell you.
He can tell you better than he can show you.
He is solid, man. I fuck with Jameis, bro. But
my dog.
It's just like, bro.
He perfect for New York.
He got LASIK too late. Oh, he finna eat that media up.
He about to, yeah. New York about to get lit.
I think he's
about to be biting the Big Apple, bro.
Let's get back. Let's straight away. I'm with y'all on Jameis, but still, like, I think my whole thing and what I was saying, like, I think GMs, bro, they get so concerned about like trying to save their own ass, like that impacts like their draft decisions too. And I think long term they will be better off getting a quarterback, and I think they will be better off getting Shador, right? Just even if they did get fired, like the smart thing to do and to show your track record is to get a guy in there that you know is going to eat, right? Like eventually or right away, either way. Like if he eat. You made that pick for that franchise, and you get to stand on that. But like I think a team like the Giants with Dayball and Sean, I think Sean is the GM, that's his name. I think they not even worried about quarterback, and that's why they went for Russ and Jameis, because they wanted veterans who think that they can get them at least 500, excuse me. I was thinking 8, 9, but at least 500 or 9 and 8. With a chance at a wild card spot rather than really like trying to set that franchise straight for the long term.
Yeah,
I think Shador would be a nice pickup for them.
I wouldn't like to see Shador in New York only because he's dealt with a battle line his whole college career. Well, in Colorado. But I would prefer him to go somewhere where they're trying to fix the O-line with I want to see wherever he goes. I want them to try to build their own line up like Chicago did when Ben Johnson got there. Because this whole knock is, he's, you know what I'm saying? Like people down him because his O-line bad, and they say, his O-line not bad. He just hold the ball too long. Which one? It's a lot of riffraff around Shador. I just want to see him go somewhere where it's a little more settled, and the GM is not a dumbass and like let people go like Saquon Barkley.
So I actually just seen this for whatever reason, but the Browns, we were talking about trade back options, right? Or listening to trade offers while you were over here ducking the smoke from Rye. Josina Anderson's reporting that the Browns are open to trading back from the number 2 overall pick. That's the team that people need to be looking at, because that's where you can get Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter. Number 2.
Yeah. But bro, what I was saying, was I tripping?
Yeah. Because I don't think you wrong from a general standpoint, but that's not applicable to Tennessee. Like Cam literally got done with his pro day and said, I don't know exactly what he said verbatim, but he was like, I was doing this for the Titans owner. Like I was just like sharpening my resume or something like that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the way that Adam put that tweet was saying, they were super impressed, but it would make the offer higher if they were to get off that pick. which all I was saying was the media using the media to manipulate other teams to give more to see like what they will give. That's all I was saying. Rob was like, bro, it's a lot. I'm like, bro, all I'm saying is they're trying to bait people into giving up more if they were considering giving that pick up. He kept saying, put up push-ups. I'm like, bro, what am I putting up push-ups for? It's literally in the tweet. He said it's going to be it needs to be a more impressive package.
Well, you kind of sidestepped, because your language said, let me actually scroll back. It's actually funny as hell. You were saying that it's a media bluff just to add picks. I know what you said, and I know what you're saying now, but that comes off as like this is because he said sources the Titans will hold additional private workout with Cam Ward. Titans have become increasingly impressed with Ward. While they expected to listen to offers for the number 1 pick, it would now take an even stronger package to acquire the draft top selection. He also said like they're expected to listen to offers, but they've become increasingly impressed with Cam Ward. I think the bluff part just to add picks is like I don't think that the Titans are like it will take a king's ransom, and a king's ransom doesn't mean you move off a franchise guy. Like who wants to deal with Will Levis? But
I get, but that's all I was saying. I was saying like, bro, they're asking whatever the asking price was before the day, it went up based on his workout.
Well, let me ask you, bro. What would you take to move off the number 1 pick if you're the Tennessee Titans? What would you need?
3 first-round picks off Bucks.
And how far are you moving back in this year's draft? Because that matters too.
Depends on who it is. We might be going to 6 with the Raiders.
So you saying you won't go as far back as 6? That's your limit in terms of taking a trade off. So it will have to be the Raiders or anybody in front of them.
Yeah. Who was well, obviously you're not going to take a quarterback before that. I mean, after them two, if we wanted Shador technically, and everybody was like, "Oh, we'd offer him," I'm like, all right, bet we could slide back a little more and still pick up Shador and 3 first-round picks.
You move outside the top 20, you in Cam Ewers territory.
No. I wasn't. If we staying in the top 10, because the way people are talking, they saying like Shador might fall. He might fall to Pittsburgh. I'm like, but he's not going to 20. So if he did fall within the top 10. If I can get 3 first-round picks and some more for the first-round pick, granted, Cam Ward could be great. But he was also great with a great O-line. I don't think Tennessee's O-line will be similar to that, giving him that much time. And I'm not sure the OC is going to make it easy for him. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Relax, bro.
3 first-round picks, maybe a couple thirds. You didn't change the whole franchise around if you draft.
No, you definitely did if you draft good.
Because like when the Raiders gave up all that for Khalil Mack, first of all, they drafted terrible. They could I think everybody they picked. Henry Ruggs in jail, but outside of that, I don't think they're still on the team.
Yeah, shout out to Mike Mayock.
Yeah, but they got like 3 first-round picks, a couple seconds, or like they got first-round picks and some thirds.
And they did nothing for real.
Nothing, but if they drafted well, if they have a good scouting department, that means every year you got 2 first-round picks for like the next 3 years. You should be something.
Patriots dynasty.
Yeah, bro. You should be knocking these jumps out of the park. Get another quarterback. You should be getting first-round talent across the board. O-line, D-line, corners. Like, there's no reason you should be bad in a couple years. So to get that to rebuild your franchise for the long term, because nobody think about who was the last big free agent signed in Tennessee that was good.
I can't think off the top of my head.
Legarius got traded, I think, to Tennessee.
Yeah, he got traded last year. I think he was hurt though.
Yeah, he got hurt. But outside of that, everybody good that they drafted. AJ Brown, Derrick Henry, a couple guys.
He said D-Hop had 1,000-yard season his first year, so that's 1 year. I think he was gone after his second year. So let's move on. Let's move on from them. Move on these guys, bro. Let's save
That's
that.
too
Let's save
much
that
time,
point
bro.
for it.
Like 20 minutes, bro. Talking about the Titans, bro.
Man,
First
but
off,
I'm
y'all, neither one of y'all had no room to talk.
That's crazy, bro.
no, I'm just saying, y'all. I don't think Ryan was trying to. I don't think Ryan was listening to what I was saying. He was just trying to make it seem like I don't even know. That's why I started getting frustrated. But I had this shit to do.
It's okay, Snake.
Speaking of D-Hop, bro, he calls out the Ravens receivers. It's actually like a week or two ago, but I think this is interesting because I don't think he was talking about anyone in particular, but I do think he came in his situation a little bit hot compared to like other receivers when they landed. Let me go ahead and play the clip. I don't think y'all have seen this. So let me go ahead and make sure I show it. Share this one.
I was watching YouTube highlights of this offense, kind of get familiar with it. You know, he makes some incredible throws, and some of the interceptions, you know, as a receiver, you know, you got to take responsibility yourself. So Lamar is, man, he knows how to thread the needle. So I think for myself, that was definitely a big part of the decision.
So 17-second clip, pretty quick. Basically said that some of the interceptions that Lamar threw as a receiver, you got to take accountability for him. Basically trying to big up his quarterback. Lamar threw 4 picks. I'm not going to sit here and ask is like which ones he's talking about, but what I will say is I actually think that makes things easier for D-Hop to say that the receivers got to take a little bit of accountability because only 4 of them. It's not like the receivers fucked up a lot. So, do you think that D-Hop's going to change anything in that room, bro? Like it's been a long-standing conversation that actually, honestly, it's a new narrative, but it's been undiscussed or swept under the rug for a while. But receivers go to Baltimore and their careers just fizzle out.
Yep. So all right, real quick, before last year, I believe that was the case because they went under Todd. Was Todd Monken?
Yeah, Todd Monken.
They wasn't really the best passing offense. I forgot who the OC is now, but last year,
I think it's still Todd. Unless he moved on. Did Todd Monken move on?
I thought they moved on to somebody else.
Yeah, no, he's still Todd. He's still there. Todd Monken's still there.
Todd didn't open up his playbook and did some do shit because they had a great year. We had 38-4.
Yeah, he went 41 touchdowns, 4 picks.
Damn, that's even better. So yeah, I felt like Rashard. I thought a lot of people stepped up and just made plays. They had a young receiver room, and what I do think D-Hop can come in is help some of them young guys learn the nuances of the game and make them better. I don't see them. What's better than 41-4? Like it's hard to be like kind of with what I said about the Commanders, bro. Once you do some shit like that, like what's better than that? 41-1? Shit impossible. Like shit going like you going to throw picks. Even if you're not trying to throw picks. But to say it's on the receivers, it's hard to say, bro. You gotta know what players call. You gotta know their sign.
He said YouTube highlights.
Yeah,
he wasn't even in the film room. He don't know what was going on. I mean, he knows, but he don't know.
How you know it wasn't they didn't see something, they didn't see the same thing on pre-snap, or they didn't see the safety come down. Like it's hard to say it's on the receiver, bro. At the end of the day, Lamar, he's the only person that can see the whole field when looking at or he can see that little quadrant of where he's trying to throw. So it's tough. Bro. I can see if they were just patting the ball back into the DB's hands, like some folks I know. But it's hard to say that, bro. Like it's on the receivers. And what if you some shit when you go to Baltimore? They're looking at you like, what if you fuck around and give up some picks because you dropping shit? Now they like, I guess it was the receivers with your sorry ass. So now I think it'll put like a small target on his back for him not to fuck up in Baltimore. So yeah, I just wish him well, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think D-Hop. Well, what I took from the video was, I think D-Hop was just trying to let the people know what he's bringing to their receiver core, which is a short-handed, contested catching type receiver that maybe the Ravens don't necessarily they necessarily have on their roster. I mean, Zay Flowers, he's a more of a shifty type of receiver. Bateman, I think he's more of like the downfield speed, hands kind of guy. And I think D Hop just kind of brings like that just reps, just receptions, consistent receptions on that team. I don't think he should have came out and went smack at the receivers unless he knew something. Like, do we think he's lying?
I haven't seen the 4 picks. I mean, I've seen him throw interceptions, but I don't know.
Yeah. And then when you bring up the point all about the 4 picks, it's like, okay, well, he didn't even throw that many picks, D Hop. So tell me what you know.
What more you want him to do, bro? Like, what you want from receivers, bro?
So I mean, D Hop not throwing no picks here, at least not the D Hop way. You know what I'm saying? So TBD.
The first time it's a pick on a D Hop target, I guarantee they will play that clip all day on Bleacher Report and Twitter for at least a week.
No,
I don't know how much D Hop really helps the receiver corps in regards to like the scheme that they run. Like, they're not a pass heavy like team, So I don't know how much D Hop is going to be able to add in that, under that realm. But I guess we're gonna see.
He could be a third down chain move.
I do think it's funny. One of his last games,
what he has been essentially.
Matter of fact, it was a Super Bowl. I'm tripping. I said one of his last games they made to the Super Bowl. He had like 2 drops.
Damn, I wasn't no pick.
Yeah, right. We'll see. We'll see. Asante Samuel, bro. What's up with your boy? That's my dog too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Asante Shannon is one of the best cornerbacks. Like me growing up. Obviously there was better, but he was one of the best. He made you pay a lot, and he knew how to score. He got into it. You know what's crazy? Like, all this started over technique, and Asante Samuel laughed out Deion Sanders' response to the T-step technique. And Deion said something to him, and he been going at it for like 3 days. And Shannon Sharpe, he commented on it in those podcasts. His podcast account, whoever is running the social media, start atting Asante Samuel, trying to create this, generate this beef between them, this online feud between them, and it goes from there. I don't want to necessarily rehash like the specifics of like what they're arguing, but all I gotta say, bro, I said this before, or I said this a couple times. Wait, Rick, are you hip to everything that's going on?
I've seen some of the clips. I was watching the video. I watched the video you sent, and like another video. That was it. There's some 2 videos. I'm kind of caught up.
All right, so. One thing that Shannon said in defense of his boy, he said nobody will ever say Asante Samuel and Deion Sanders in the same breath. That's one thing that he said in a 2-minute dialogue. He also said some other things that I can't pull up right now, right? But Asante said, that's your problem. You're also brainwashed. I'm not worried about what everybody else perceives to be true, like yourself. I stand on facts, and you have to talk about facts. You can easily be manipulated just like everyone because of marketing. I bet you won't debate me, big facts. I think when you have the resume that Asante Samuel has, whether you're right or wrong in terms of who you're going up against specifically, I think you can make an argument for 90% of the NFL players at your position. So if you feel like you're slighted or you're a little disrespected, I think you can sit out here and puff your chest like y'all got me messed up. And I don't think Deion is the right target, but I'm not mad at Asante for barking. I'm not mad at him for trying to defend himself.
Absolutely. What
do y'all think about this whole situation back and forth? I don't know if y'all heard Nightcap last night, but Shannon had a whole tantrum, bro.
Yeah, I saw. It was like
his 20 media, minutes. His media team, and his social media team. His social media team is the one that's egging the whole beef on. Like they're posting their nightcap clips on Asante Samuel's tweets. And Shannon is mad that Asante Samuels is coming at Shannon's neck. And he like, why you got beef? And Shannon like, why you got beef with me? Like, if that ain't the grade A gaslighting if I've ever seen it, bro.
Nah, but did you this is my thing. The whole time Shannon said Asante was a good player. Now I don't know if he missed that whole part, but he said it multiple times. He said, I don't want to take nothing away from you. Were a great player, you were a good player, but you just wasn't time, which is true. Because I know Asante brought up his stats. He was like, oh, we got the same amount of this, we got this. I'm like, all right, cool. But it's like Bitcoin. His picks were worth more early on because of how many, like the less amount of targets, how much they weren't throwing the ball. So you had limited opportunities to get the ball. When you were playing, it started to turn into a passing league, so you got more chances to get those same picks. And I don't know how much did they play the same amount of years? Because I think either way, I think
Asante played like 30 less games.
Okay.
And probably had like, I think he had more picks than Dion.
I think he had like 53 maybe, and Dion had like 51.
I'm looking for the tweet so I can pull up his.
Yeah, but like this might put his stats in there. It's no slight on you. It's like I don't want to call him James. It's like comparing Michael Jordan to. That's a slight. Give me a good two guard that just wasn't my T-Mac.
Mm-hmm.
T-Mac, James Harden.
Yeah, James Harden. James Harden's a great player, MVP, talented, was amazing, but you just not that guy. And I do agree, some of that is marketing, but to Dion's point, I mean to Dion's like backup, everything that they said about Dion, he made that shit true. Each and every week, he came out there and showed his ass. So it's like you can still be good. You don't have to be the best corner. You still good.
You still good.
I don't think Asante would say he better than Darrell Reeves. I didn't hear that. Compare yourself to Darrell Reeves. I would love to see it.
No, he's not about to do that. He ain't about to do that.
Here we go.
They was in the same
188 games for Dion, 157 games for Asante. 53 picks for Dion, 51 picks for Asante. So we're talking about a difference of 31 games for these guys. 2 Super Bowl champions, both of them got Super Bowls. 4 less Pro Bowls and 6 less All Pros. But Asante got 2 All Pros. And then Asante also had, I think he had, I can pull it up, but I don't feel like doing it. But he had several more playoff interceptions than Dion too.
Man,
and that's kind of all of the arguments that.
Did you say that defensive player of the year already?
Man, then you got to think about Dion was playing baseball while playing football.
I don't like that.
He was.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying you wrong, but it's like if we strictly talking about football, we ain't got to bring up.
I'm just saying,
because that's an athlete argument. That's not a football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, like the dude, bro, my man out here, he hit a home run on Tuesday, catch a pick 6 on fucking Sunday. That shit.
Yeah, football definitely was easy for Dion, bro, and he knew it.
Like,
you know for sure. And I don't blame you for talking trash because it don't matter who you throw out there. You know what I'm saying? I think just the competitive nature of the football player in you, especially when you're elite at your position or you feel like you're elite at your position, it don't matter who they throw out there. You're gonna say, "Oh, well, I put in work too." You know what I'm saying? I got these accolades. I did this, I did that. But Asante Samuel, bro, my boy Miles Austin used to get at you, bro, and that's not happening.
I'm gonna give y'all some names. Tell me who y'all think better than that person. Obviously, we know Prime better than what you call it, Champ Bailey or Asante Samuel.
Champ.
Darrell Reeves or Asante Samuel.
Reeves Allen.
Let me try to go somebody a little newer.
I heard a plane ain't never left there.
Richard Sherman or Asante Samuel.
Ask Randy Moss. Rick.
Ask Randy.
What'd you say?
Richard Sherman.
That's a good question for Rick. I would probably say
I might have to go Asante because
That's
I feel
tough.
like Asante was good at zone and man more so than Sherman was.
Or
I would
even,
say Asante.
and then
Yeah,
I think
yeah, I
everybody,
would have to go
trying to think
Asante.
people in
They
his,
both only played one side.
yeah, in his area. You
Ain't
got
like they
like
followed.
keep to lead.
Akeem because of his personality, bro. He got that dog in him, bro. He pulling change, bro. I'm giving me Akeem, bro. Talent and he gonna be nasty on the field. Give me that
Um,
boy.
Like it's a lot of corners that's still better than you. That's not close to prime. So like I see what you're saying. I see what he's saying. But there's also other corners in your era. I don't hear about too many other corners during Dion era. They talk about prime. Now, in your era, it's hella, I ain't gonna say hella corners, but it's a good amount of corners. Antonio Cromartie, Champ, I think I say Sherman was probably on his way. Asante's probably on his way out when Champ was going on.
Asante better than Cromwell. But I think that's a rank. Well, I mean, nah, because I think Asante was just better than Cromwell.
That boy used to dog.
So he probably like 4 or 5 in his era.
You gotta think, yeah, probably, but you gotta think. We still talking about like the majority of people that you name is Hall of Famers. Like they're gonna be Hall of Famers. And I think Asante, I don't know when he retired. I'm about to actually look it up because I know he ain't no first ballot. He ain't gonna be second ballot either. He retired in 20. Oh, that's Asante Samuel Jr. They didn't have the
2025. Nah, that was
yeah. Asante retired in 2013. He only played 10 years. That's tough. You did all that in 10 years. Oh, we talked about that, duh. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
You know that in 10 years, he had 7 picks. Oh, he's actually the NFL. Okay. That's what he meant. He has the NFL record for interception yards and touchdowns in the playoffs. Okay.
So Asante also mentioned that Shannon Sharpe was saying that there would never be
He ain't making it to
corner
the
better
the Hall of Fame. My bad. I was just saying that. Wait, Rick.
Oh, no, you good. He was just saying that there will never be another corner better than Dion. You think that's true?
I think he's saying that for his friend.
Yeah, I think there's some real good corners, but you gotta think like you gotta do it for a long period of time. Like some people still have the skill set. Like the only person I can right now could be compared to him is probably Revis.
Yeah.
Because like receivers real life feared going up against that boy, which is crazy. So I mean, I it's kind of like that Jordan situation. Everybody gonna say nobody's ever better than Jordan, and it sucks because.
But then Braun came along and was a real close 1B, if not 1.
But they still give Braun hell because they like Braun, not Jordan. I'm like, and he not Jordan. In my opinion, I don't compare them. I don't think they're the same player to compare each other. I do think Braun's a great basketball player. I think he's a newer version of Magic Johnson before he's a Jordan. So I just think he's a clone of Magic because a 6'9" point guard. They was talking about that in the '80s with Magic. So it's like, all right, bro, you compare him to the wrong person. But I mean, nobody's ever going to say Jordan was terrible, and especially with the documentary that came out, that's going to live on forever. So they think Jordan probably got it for a while. I haven't seen nobody else being better than Jordan. But nobody like we probably gonna have to die before that happens. Like way past. They gonna be talking about Braun instead of Jordan altogether.
Mm-hmm. Just because he got buried in history.
All right,
so keep your head up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to lose this one up, bro.
Yeah, he definitely lost this one.
Yeah, you be all right.
He lost this one before he started.
No, for real.
When did he retire? 2010s?
2013. He did 10 years on the dot. Like from
Pat
02
Pete.
to
Y'all think he better than Pat Pete?
Nah, Pat Pete was a problem, bro.
Oh. Pat Pete traveled a little bit, so I give him that respect. I would probably
they
say
had Pat Pete at a 99 speed, 99 man coverage, 99 zone, damn near. It was like 97, 98.
Strap and shit.
Pat Pete used to be everywhere. Then they put him in kick return. That's beyond S. And then he housing them joints.
All right, last person. I think he better than Gilmore. Defense player of the year.
And Gilmore followed.
We'll do follow. He still
I don't
follows
think
to
he's
this day.
better than Gilmore. Yeah, he do. Well, no, I don't think he followed. You sure he followed, bro?
He followed AJ Brown, strapped him up versus Dallas. I mean, when he played with Dallas.
That's funny.
He definitely did.
Because I think he was cooking somebody. They said, hey, I need you to go take care of that. AJ ain't see the ball again.
Dang, where that video at? I gotta find that junk. While I'm looking for the video, bro, did y'all catch up on the chef, the local chef in Twitter, honey?
Yeah,
drama, bro. Did you watch that
Nah, what's
video?
that?
bro.
What's that?
The junk we were talking about. What day was that? I think it was Saturday, right?
Like
no, Friday or Saturday. One of them junks.
Yeah, Rick.
Yeah, Friday,
you
Saturday.
Talking about because somebody you was like,
we ain't saying no names, but yeah. Well, Twitter junk, bro.
The chef.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know what y'all talking about.
He vicious, bro.
My thing is, for those since we did come across, if you know, you know. You're saying if you're on social media, but for those who don't know, basically, married man, got himself a little fame because he cooked some food, some appealing food. Food do be looking bomb, bro. Man, then opened up a restaurant in the DMV area. He popping, got his old business situated. And one of the people that he was trying his hands with basically, found out that he was married. He, she blocked him, and she wanted to do her thing. She, like I said, Twitter honey, she wanted to tell the world what was going on in her life.
Right.
And, put the man on blast. Well, first off, it started as a secret, but then somebody responded to her, and she was like, "Oh, I can't wait to show the DMs." And she showed the DMs, and then boom.
Oh, I'm lost.
Took off.
That's crazy.
You ain't even watched the video. I put the video of a recap in the chat.
You did.
When was you gotta remember I wasn't in the chat for a while. Y'all forgot?
No, Rick, you was responding. We actually sent.
You responded and said
you looked at one of the most important things.
Something's not connecting though. Something's not connecting because I remember the link that y'all talking about that Maul sent, right?
Yes.
I remember the link. I went through the thread. I mean, not the thread. I went through the thread.
You went through the thread.
I saw everything. But that was it. It was just photography, bro.
We followed up with a recap of the jump.
It was a recap at the end.
Yeah, somebody did a
recap.
Yeah, we posted. Yeah. What I'm doing is still catching up the listeners. I guess catching up.
I'm a listener.
So that's kind of how things took off, and basically, it turned out that he was over here going crazy. He was messaging all the OnlyFans junks that you can think of, not all of them, but he was trying his hand with some ones that he thought he had pulled. And one of the funniest ones, he messaged Lil Jon from Canada. He was like, I don't know what the conversation. I can't remember what the conversation was.
You gonna fly her out from Canada?
But he was like, I'm gonna fly you out.
Insane.
And she was like, I've been to USA before. But then he was like, yeah, but you ain't been to see me. She was like, excuse me, who are you? He was like, oh damn, that hurt. I'm like, bro, you a chef, bro. I'm like, bro, you still getting up there, bro. Your name ain't out there just yet. Your video is blowing up, but bro, you just not there yet. To think that you got all this pull, bro. You're moving sloppy. First off, you're talking to all the loud. Like, where's your scouting report? Why you ain't do no scouting report on the people that you?
Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all something.
You got yourself in trouble, and basically, that's what happened. And this is a perfect time for me to shut up and look for the video that I want to look for.
Young Kings, y'all need to do this. Is what y'all need to do. Get a pen and paper, take it out with you when you go outside, and that's how and talk to females in person, bro. No more Instagram DMs, no more Twitter DMs. Stay out of those. All right, y'all need to just talk to people in person, bro. If you never see this person in real life, don't talk. Just don't. You never. It's cool. Just you know what I'm saying.
Social skills going.
Yeah, for real, bro. Like I be at work and people just can't talk to people. Like if it's not like on a G chat, people just can't do nothing in person. I be like, bro, like let's set up a meeting. Like we
Well,
can
at
talk.
work, that's actually one. That's actually worse. I'm like, bro, I got to the point where I just say what's up to everybody. Everybody. I say good morning, what's up, small talk. I was about to bring up a workload situation, and I was like, let me not get ahead of myself.
Yeah,
I got a little
Yeah,
excited.
scale it
I
back.
got a little excited. Scaled it back.
Put
You
that
know, I ain't
thing-
even going no further than that.
Put it in reverse, turn.
Yep.
When I work, bro, it be lit, bro.
Yep. Back to the topic. You know, I don't want none of us to, you know.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how I get through the day, bro. I can't sit in my house all day. I be bored as shit. Know what to do. I got slide. Talk to people.
Yeah. I don't really talk to people. I mean, I do. I mean, I got people I talk to, but I don't. I be minding my. First off, I got a lot of work to do. That's actually something that I noticed since being back at work. It's like, 'cause I ain't got, you know, I don't know if that makes sense. It's like when I'm back home, I can do my work at my leisure. I know what I got to do, but when I'm in the office and I ain't got nothing else to do, I'm like, I might as well just do the shit that I got going on. So like, then I notice like how much time I actually put in doing some shit. Does that make sense?
Nah. I get more work done in the office because I can knock out everything. If I sit down and focus, put my phone in the drawer, an hour and a half, I can get through 90% of my work. And I bullshit around. That's how I was in school though. When I really want to focus, I can do some shit. But I fuck around and start looking at my phone. Next thing you know, it's 4:30.
Hey, let me tell you something, bro. Just to give you an example. That will make sense for. I don't know exactly what your daily task is, but let me tell you. Let me just give you perspective. I guess that's why it made sense to me, fellas. I'm on a work assignment right now. I've been in the office, the little return to office thing for like 2-3 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on one assignment for the last 2 weeks. I've worked the entire day on these assignments. So that's why I thought context wise, I was like, I didn't realize how much work. Like if I'm in the office, I could just knock out. I'm like, I'm still doing work compared to if I'm at home, I can like take my breaks.
Bullshit around.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
well,
like, bro, I've been on
welcome.
I've been one project.
Oh yeah, Rick been in the office every day for a minute.
Welcome every day.
Yeah,
every day.
Yeah,
no, I did 3 days a week for like 2 years. That's enough. Monday through Wednesday.
Yeah, the hell with that. All right, where are we at? Oh, here it is. Oh, so do y'all got any? Well, I mean, I know Rick probably still lost, so I ain't about to bother.
Oh no. So I just saw the video that you posted. I never saw that video. Like when I clicked it just now, that was my first time like clicking it. But I'm gonna have to watch the video and see. But I'm lost in like what happened, like the whole nonsense.
Basically, dude wasn't moving smart. He was talking. He was shooting his shots. You know, some of them did work, and actually the one that launched this whole thing, you know, she was with it till she found out he was married, and she blocked him. But it's his fault for moving like that, basically, and not finding some people that's, you know, on the down, like that's low key about they stuff.
Right. He trying to get the joints that's up here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that one dude that, you know, that hung the panties on the fan, the ceiling fan. So I'm saying, like the little trophy. Yeah, all right. See, I'm about to say it's gonna connect soon. Man, little trophy. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get to this. We won't end it with this one.
That boy said.
All right, where we at? Share.
That's crazy.
Right,
Ceiling fan.
Ceiling fan, bro.
I'm so lost.
All right, you for real, Nick?
Y'all got.
Bro, why did he just do this?
He hit his wife, bro. I'm telling you. If he married, it's a DV case over there.
Playoffs, head coach. He got fired after this. But yeah, Yank Shorty here. The people on the announcers. This is actually the NFHS network. This is, I don't know if y'all remember, but like when I watched Flowers football game when they played Wise in the championship, I was in Texas. I was able to watch the joint on that network. Cam Ward, I think I watched some of his games on this network.
$1.99 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Or like basically somewhat like an admission, like a $10 for like a month or 2 months or something like that. So anyway, that's the network. And they showed the handshake line, and basically he said that she had said something to him. I think she cussed him out. And he said it wasn't an excuse, but actually, I don't even think he mentioned that part. But he cussed him out, and he responded that way by yanking her hair. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's only 24 seconds. I don't know what happened after this clip cut off, but I am casually walking down the bleachers. I'm acting like I'm perfectly calm, right? Because I don't want attention to be drawn to myself.
All right, gotcha.
I'm gonna go ahead, take my feet, put them on the floor, on the court, the hardwood. That's what I was thinking of, the hardwood. Walk over to the. Okay, I'm in the hardwood court. Whatever.
I got you.
Walk over to this coach. You know, he may be a little bit on the older side.
He's a little older.
But I'll take this arm, put it around his neck, take this wrist. Where the camera at?
Okay.
Give him a little heads up. Okay. Just like let him know, like, hey, bro, this is gonna be your last time touching Shorty and any of these little girls.
Gotcha.
Cause you got my daughter fucked up, bro.
I'm gonna do one better, bro. He catching a 619, bro. He might catch the Stone Cold Stunner, bro. Immediately kicking the nuts, flower style, bro.
Bro, so this is my thing about it, bro. And now that I got a daughter, it hit a little different now. So my stance it's going to seem different, bro. One thing I realized about these younger kids, these days, not really when we was growing up. I mean, there was some outliers when we was growing up, but more than the average, of these kids be out of control. So I don't know what she said to him. She could have called him an old fart.
It's words.
I get what you're saying, bro. Get what you're saying. Some of these kids need their ass whipped. Granted, he shouldn't have pulled her hair. He could at least like.
He should have told the assistant.
He could have yanked her jersey or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me talk to you real quick. Like he could have did a lot of different things. Second, if you do that to my daughter, I'm beat your ass. You pull her by her hair, I'm gonna beat your ass. If you like yanks her jersey a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying, tighten up. If we got that relationship as parent coach, and I tell you, hey, if she get out of line, get her shit together, we'll handle it. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure out the situation and go from there. But my thing is, bro, like when I played Pee Wee, Coach Brown, my dad and Coach Brown was cool. If Coach Brown yanked me by my face mask or like yanked me by my shoulder pads, my dad knew I did something wild, but I ain't really nothing crazy. It was like 65 AAA, and it was like 75 AAA. So I was young, so I wasn't really doing them crazy. But some like it's a very thin line between like too much and like good coaching. What he did there was obviously terrible coaching. But if he grabbed another part of her, like if he just grabbed her shirt, like, hey, what the fuck you say? It's you can see it. It's done differently. Like you see it differently. So like, you know what I'm saying, I'm torn. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know my daughter could probably go to LSU or South Carolina with Don Staley. So I'm gonna have to worry about that with Don Staley anyway. So when we get there, we'll talk about it. Or LSU with Kim McCarthy.
How you just skip past high school and Little League and all that.
You think LeVar Ball was talking about Chino Hills?
He wasn't.
He was before they got the Chino.
He was like, man, he was already looking at Lonzo going to the Lakers. He's all his boys going to the Lakers because they was in LA. But we thinking about bigger pictures, but we already think about NIL right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? By the time she get to school, you looking at probably
Does she know how to spell NIL?
Yeah, that's gonna be her, bro.
She speak baby language right now.
Yeah, come on, bro. Only 3 weeks, but we talking about we need about 750. Go do your program.
Mm-hmm.
I need her spelling NIL by in 7 months.
Probably.
She can't say Neil. She gotta say NIL.
I don't want her to say nothing else. NIL and paycheck.
Hey Rick, man, what's up, bro? So you about to you said you stone cold stunner him, bro. That's it, bro. You about to?
Oh yeah. He definitely getting a stone cold stunner, bro. You're not grabbing my daughter by her ponytail, bro. That's only because she white.
Lucky enough,
I want to see the clip. I want to see another 10 seconds after that. You feel me? And see who ran on the court.
Did y'all see the other jump with a what's funny is he did exactly what Maul did. Cuz came down the bleachers, big fat dude. He walked down the bleachers.
Oh yeah, the fight.
He was walking calmly, and as soon as he got to the other side of the bleachers,
what? Hey, no, bro, got arrested. Him and somebody else. I think that jump was hilarious, bro.
But he was
walking like he was about to lead a jump.
You were thinking he was going to like check on the situation, make sure his son was all right, and he just came with that jump.
Hey, never let the left hand know what the right doing.
Come on, bro. Hey, he went straight to jail.
Hey, but no, I want to know how old this coach is, man, because he definitely.
He at least 76.
That's what I'm about to say. That's his last job ever. Like he done. He got fired already. He better.
He look like he Jerry Jones.
First off, he better hope nobody know where he live. Like the parents and like that story gonna be big enough. Somebody gonna.
Oh, we going to the principal office. We getting the address.
He gonna be all right, bro.
Yeah, all right.
I don't think he can't take no more fights. He get one fight, bro. It's a wrap. So whoever her father is, bro.
They ain't gotta fight him. They can get some dog poop, light the bag on fire at this doorstep.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta terrorize him though, because the wind blow, he might, you know.
Man, you got find other ways. You could blast loud music, bro. Leave the speaker in the parking lot.
No, that's
like an old junk, bro.
Put that junk in front of somebody's house, bro. Just let that junk go.
yeah, bro. And just leave, bro.
Every rose.
It's a drive-by, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not the drive-by you think about, bro.
Now you gotta just
like, yo, who keep leaving these speakers in my driveway?
Bro, that'll be the funniest shit in the world, bro.
And it's the same song every time, bro.
Give me your address, bro.
Same song, bro.
Eric, who keep leaving speakers in front of your house? Fucking up the neighborhood.
Your property. You gotta get out this neighborhood, man. You're not welcome here no more.
Gotta go, man. It's never happened before you got here.
Look, man, moral of the story as we get out of here, bro. If you're gonna, first off, if you're married, leave it alone.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you're gonna move around as a single man, you know, you're not tied down with a ring on your finger, bro. If you're gonna move around, just move a little bit more smarter, bro. Do your scouting. If you don't like loud people, don't deal with loud people. If you don't like overshares, don't deal with overshares, bro.
Stay in your lane, man.
Stay in your lane, right?
Vision foot.
And if you want to shoot your shots, bro, shoot as far as shoot. You can shoot a half court heat, bro. Just make sure you did your scout report and you comfortable with who you shooting with, bro, or who you shooting at. And then secondly, keep your hands to yourself and don't touch nobody's kids.
Don't touch nobody's kids.
And don't touch nobody. Period. Like keep your hands to yourself, bro. And find a way to talk. Don't think you can just pull ahead like a little bitch.
Hey, did y'all see the video I put in the chat?
What video?
The OTF jump. How many 10th graders? I mean, how many 10-year-olds could you?
Damn, nah, I ain't see it.
I see that.
Oh, the YouTube jump. Nah, I ain't see it. Is that LeVar Ball?
Nah, that's
I know that's Kevin.
Kevin on stage and Tony Baker.
Tony Baker. That I look like LeVar Ball for a second. I was like, why is he talking to LeVar?
Yeah,
okay.
bro. I was really driving, contemplating like how many 10-year-olds I could beat up at the same time, bro.
I could beat up a ton of them.
At least a basketball team.
Yeah,
bare minimum.
Oh, that's what you would say. Yeah. I could beat up a ton of them.
In OTF chat, bro. You gotta scroll up a little bit. AK put a whole thesis, so that's probably why you can't.
Yeah, he buried a lot of things today. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for us. What is it? Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, so we good. We record on
Wednesday.
Tuesday, Nick, but thank you.
It's Wednesday.
Thank
Wednesday.
you.
You're right.
Hey, good luck to Maryland in the Sweet 16, both of them. You know, lit game on Sunday, I think it was. Yeah, with the game winning.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Queen.
He traveled like a motherfucker, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, good luck to Maryland. That we'll figure out what their fate is next Wednesday, next show. But until next time, y'all take it easy. All that good stuff. We about here. I'm hungry. I gotta eat, man.
Man, me too.
I'm jealous of Nick because he got his food in while the show was going on. You think I could do that, bro? As a producer, bro. And I got Dakota right next to me, bro. How I'm supposed to eat? She over here in my face, bro.
Bro, you can do it, bro.
You can do it.
Chop it down. Chop it down. Chop it down. You gon' chop it down. Chop it down. You gon' chop it down. Damn, set. Watch him throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through 4th and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders, heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trap or Die.